curious mind away with the mentalism effect? Let us start with the card location. Most magicians learn this, but I have a unique way of locating a card which will leave your audience scratching their head like this. In this tutorial, I'm going to share with you a secret which I created about a couple of years ago and have fooled hundreds of spectators, hundreds of viewers. It is very easy to do, and believe me, let me tell you why it is so surprising, because everything happens in the spectator's hand. It is a spectator-driven mentalism effect. A spectator takes a card, he himself puts it back into the deck, he shuffles the cards, mixes the cards, and hands it over to you. All the time you were turning away. And when you face the audience, look at the deck and you immediately know what is the card the spectator is thinking of, what is in his mind. This is something really very interesting and extremely amazing to your audience. So sit back, relax, and prepare to learn an amazing mentalism effect with cards. Every detail counts, so please don't skip the video, because I'll be sharing all the important points which you need to know before you attempt to perform this before live audience. Hello everybody, I'm Kaushik Biswas and you are watching my channel Kaushik Biswas Magic. Welcome to my channel. Every week I'm uploading several magic and mentalism tutorials on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, or if you are new to my channel, I'll request you please support me by subscribing my channel. If you like this video, please strike the like button, share this video with your friends, and write in the comments how you enjoyed this tutorial and how your spectators enjoyed this mentalism effect. Also, don't forget to strike the bell icon for new upload notifications. Also, please join as a member, because there I'm sharing some very unique mentalism and magic with all the members of my channel. So without much ado, let me show you, let me explain you what the audience is going to see in this mentalism test, and then I'll share the secret with you. As there is nobody here today, so I cannot perform this effect for you, but I'm going to describe the effect so that you can understand how strong the effect is from the audience perspective. So you hand a deck of cards to one spectator and let him shuffle the deck. And after he has shuffled the deck, and he can also check the deck if he wants to, it is an absolutely normal deck of cards, it is handed back to you. And you say that I'm going to spread the cards, I'm going to fan the cards, and I'll turn away. Now what he has to do is to take the fan of cards, like so. Let me show you. So the deck has been fanned like this, and it is handed over to the spectator, who holds the cards with the back facing him. Now you are turning away and you have absolutely no idea as to what card he is going to select. Just follow me along and you will understand how impossible it is. So you just fan a deck like this and you just hand it over to the spectator, the assisting spectator. So the assisting spectator holds the deck in this way, and then he holds the cards in this way so that the back is towards him and you are turning away. You have not seen the deck after the deck has been shuffled. Now what he has to do is, and let me give you the spectator's view. So let us say I'm the spectator and this is the deck. He takes any card without looking. So he takes any card from anywhere. So let us suppose that this is the card which is 5 of clubs, and he turns it towards him so he can see the card and pushes it somewhere in the middle, halfway down. Now this picture is very important, that all the cards are facing away from the spectator. Only one card is facing towards him, and that is the selected card. Now you are standing away and your head is turned away, your back is towards the spectators. You are not seeing anything. Now when he takes a mental picture, of this, after that what he has to do, he has to take this card out, turn it around once again so that it faces the same way as the other cards, and puts it back at the same place from where he took out the card. Now after that, it is pushed in flush with the remaining cards, and the deck is now perfectly squared, and he can give a couple of cuts, and only after that you turn around, you face the spectator. You take the deck of cards from him, you look through the deck, and you know exactly what card he has taken. It is impossible because everything happens in the hands of the spectator. All the time you have been turned away, but your instruction is very important. He has to follow your instructions correctly, and every time you'll come up with the correct card which he has selected. Sounds impossible? It is impossible if you don't know the secret. So let us see the secret. You are actually using an ordinary deck of cards. It can even be borrowed. It doesn't matter if the deck is not complete. So the deck is handed over to the spectator. Let him shuffle as much as he wants to. You genuinely don't look at the cards. You take the cards from him and immediately fan it like so. So here is the fan of cards, and then you explain what he has to do. The spectator, the assisting spectator, has to hold the deck with the face away from him and take out any card like so, turn it facing towards him, and tuck it inside somewhere in the center of the fan so that it looks like this from his perspective. So he can see the card, he takes a mental image. Now, as he does this, what you do? You are all the time turning away. Let us say that the spectator is holding the cards like this and you are turning away. So here is the spectator holding the deck with the faces towards you. Your head is turned away like so, and he is looking at the card, in this case the 8 of clubs. Now as you are giving instruction again and again so that he do not make any mistake, you just take a peek. Yes, there is a peek. It is a very natural action. You just turn your head for a fraction of a second and immediately say that, now take a mental picture. As you say this, you just turn away, you just turn towards the spectator, just take a mental picture, and as you say this, you don't see the card, that is true, but you note the card immediately above and below his card. In this case, you can see from the index that the card immediately below his card is the Jack of Spades, and the card immediately above his card is the King of Hearts. So these are the two cards, these are the two key cards which you have to remember. Now this is a completely natural action. You are turning away and you say that now you have taken a mental picture, and in the meantime you take the peek of these two cards. Remember these two cards, the Jack of Spades and the King of Hearts. And then again you turn away and say that, oh, okay, now what you have to do is take it out and turn it the right way, push it from where you took out the card. So he pushes it back at the same place and closes the fan. He can give a couple of cuts. It doesn't make any changes. And after that, you turn, you face the audience, you face the spectator. You take the deck from him, and now it is a very simple matter to go through the deck, and you actually look for the key cards. You can see that the King of Hearts, the Jack of Spades, and between these two cards is another card which is the Eight of Clubs. Obviously, it is his selected card. Now, you can just take this out and close the fan and ask to name the card. When he says Eight of Clubs, you say, I don't know how it is possible. It is indeed Eight of Clubs. Now, the thing is how you are going to show the card. How you are going to reveal the card is completely up to you. It can be revealed in many ways. But don't go away. I haven't finished, because you can face a little bit a different situation while doing this effect. Let me tell you how to tackle those situations. Now I'm going to share with you a different situation which you might face while performing this magic. So you have fanned a card and you have handed it over to him. He takes out a card, turns it facing towards him. In this case it is Jack of Diamonds, and pushes it back somewhere in the center. And when you turn around to take a peek, you find that there is a chunk of cards above his selection. With a little bit of practice, you can see that there are about 2 or 3 cards above his selected card and about 2 or 3 cards below his selected card. Don't worry, what you have to do is remember the card that is as close as possible to his selected card. In this case it is Ace of Clubs. Now after Ace of Clubs there may be 2 or 3 cards, and then his selected card is there, and also 6 of Clubs, 6 of Clubs is there, and there are also 2 or 3 cards, maybe 2 or 3 cards below his selected card. So there are about 4 or 5 cards in between the 2 key cards that you have noted. Now in this case you follow as I have detailed earlier. He takes his card out, turns it over and puts it back at the same place, and remember Ace of Clubs, and here is, let's say, the 7 of Clubs. So you could see the 7 of Clubs, 7 of Hearts. Here is 7 of Hearts and Ace of Clubs. Remember these 2 cards, and you now know that there are about 4 or 5 cards in between these 2 cards. 7 of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, and his card is Jack of Diamonds. Now you ask him to push it all the way in and to close the fan and hand it over to you. You face the spectators and you remember the 2 cards, 7 of Hearts and Ace of Clubs. Now you say that the deck is perfectly squared. You just run the cards like so and look for the 2 key cards. Now the first key card you come across will be the Ace of Clubs. So here is the Ace of Clubs, and then you continue running your cards and stop when you come to the 7 of Hearts. So here is 7 of Hearts. Now you know that one of these cards, in between these 2 key cards, must be his selected card. You bring these cards to the front, and obviously you can eliminate this key card because it was a key card, and you can just eliminate it. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 cards, then another key card is there. So his card must be one of these 6 cards, and you absolutely have no idea which one is his selected card. Now you can say something like this, that you see here, there are 3 code cards which are red cards and 3 black cards which are number cards. Now whenever you perform, you'll get this type of situations, and you say that I will read your mind. I can see that your card is a cherry colored card. Now cherry is red in color. Now he will say yes in this case because his card is Jack of Diamonds. But then you say that, well, there is a cherry colored card. Now cherry colored card, that is red. There are 3 red cards. So you take these 3 red cards like so and put them at the bottom of the deck. You turn them over and take a break under the top 3 cards. Now these 3 cards, one of these 3 cards must be his cards because he said cherry colored card, and these are the only red cards there. And you take a break under the top 3 cards and say that, now I have put your card at the top of the deck. Just name the card. Now if he says his card is the King of Diamonds, no problem. You have a break, you take all the cards above the break and show that I knew it is the King of Diamonds. And so saying, you show, you hold the 3 cards together as a single card, show it, put it back, and give a complete cut in order to destroy all evidence. But let's say he says that my card is the second card, that is the Queen of Diamonds. So what you say, that you leave the break here, you are holding a break under the top 3 cards, so you leave the break and take the top 2 cards as a single card and show them as a single card. I knew your card is the Queen of Diamonds. You just show it to them, put it back, immediately give a complete cut, and the evidence is lost, that another card is at the top, that is lost. And if he says that his card is Jack of Diamonds, you say, I knew that. That is the reason why I have kept it at the top. You just hand it over to him, let him check it out. He'll take the top card and find that indeed his card is at the top, and you have successfully found out his card. Now let us see, the situation is a little bit different. Now after that, you find that there are 6 cards in between the 2 key cards, and 3 of which are red cards, 3 are black cards, and he has taken, say, 6 of clubs, that is his selected card. Now you say that, I think your card is a cherry colored card, and cherry is red. He will say, no, something like that. You immediately say, I'm talking about black cherries. Your card is a black card. Are you thinking of a black card? He will say yes. Now you can do the same thing. You take the black cards, let us say that the 6 of clubs is his card. So you take the 3 cards, 3 black cards, and put them at the top. Put them at the top and take a break under the top 3 cards. So now you are ready to reveal. So you need to practice it. You need to practice it, perform it, and you will gain confidence. Initially you might think that, oh, it's too risky, I might fail, but believe me, it is very easy to do, and most of the time, since you are fanning the cards, they are not going to miss it, and if they mess up the deck, there is no problem. You can find out his card between the 2 key cards and eliminate, by a process of elimination, you can find out the right card he has chosen. He has actually taken an image of that. Don't say the card you have chosen, say that the card in your mind. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please give it a try and let me know in the comments how you think about this creation of mine, and if you have any suggestions, please share in the comments, and for my benefit and for the benefit of my other viewers. See you again next time in the next video. Till then.